East versus West 15 is looking like it's going to be the greatest arm wrestling card of all time, and I am personally super excited for it. I'm going to quickly go over some predictions that I've got and overlay it over some footage of me just friendly sparring with Brendan Lemon Mulvihill, also known as BLM, who is a great arm wrestler out of Canada. The first match on the list is Irina Gladkaya versus Brigida Ivanfi. I predict 3-0 Irina Gladkaya, dominant victory. The next match we have is Azat Shrapyan versus Daniel Ustinov. This is for the world title welterweight. I think Daniel Ustinov is looking incredible. I predict Daniel Ustinov is going to win dominantly 4-0. Next up, we have Nugo Chikadze versus Ogugan Kokchuk. And while I've heard Ogugan is incredible, I have to go with my boy Nugo. Georgian power on top. Next up, we have another world title match. Artur Makarov is defending his title against Omar Kozakoglu, and I personally believe that Omar is going to beat him. I think Omar has freaky genetic potential, and that right arm is looking very dangerous. I think it will be 4-2 Omar. Next up, we have Dmitrina Petrova versus Carolina Peterson for the world title lightweight women's right arm championship. I predict it's going to be an incredible match, but I've got Carolina Peterson winning it either 4-2 or 4-1. Next up, left-handed middleweight world title Oleg Zak versus Betkili Onani. I've got Betkili winning it in dominant fashion. I predict 4-0. Good match round one, but I think after that it turns around and Betkili will have the advantage the rest of the match. Next up, we have Todd Hutchings versus Yoshi Kanai. Now, Todd Hutchings, I have to give the edge to because we've seen him do incredible recently. He's done great against Prudnik in his last match, and Yoshi Kanai has taken a little hiatus. His peak, we know, was very good. He's beaten everybody, including John Brzenk and many others. I think this match is Todd's to win, but Yoshi Kanai could potentially give us a crazy shock. I predict Todd Hutchings 4-0, but I'm very excited to see this match. Next up, we have Reno Masick versus Ibrahim Sagov for the right-hand 115 world title. I'll call that an interim world title because wait till Devin Larratt comes back. He's going to smoke both you guys. But I do see Reno Masick winning this match in a very hard-fought battle. I think it will look like a 4-1 victory with Ibrahim taking the lead and Reno turning it around. Next up, we have David Samushia versus Vladimir Mayrov. I have to go with Samushia. This, I believe, is his 10th title defense, and to bet against him would just be total insanity. I predict, like always, it'll be a good match, but Samushia will have the endurance and will have the stickiness to turn it around. I predict 4-1, 4-2 for David Samushia. Next up, we have Vitaly Letin versus Georgi Dzernov. Now, I predict Vitaly is going to win, but it's the best hooker we got versus probably the best top roller we got in the open weight right-hand division right now. I think Georgi Dzernov is incredible, but I think Vitaly will just have too much hand control for him and will likely beat him 3-0 in a rather dominant fashion of quickly cracking that hand back and getting the pin. Next up, we have Irakli Zerkashvili versus Georgi Tautiev. Now, I am super excited for this match because Irakli has dominantly taken the 95 kilo world championship. And this is the guy who might be able to contest that rising bicep power that Irakli brings to the table. Georgi is super tall, I think something like 6'8". So him in the 95 kilo is just unbelievable. So it's going to be a great battle of heights. I still do predict Irakli winning it, but I'm very excited to see how it goes. But if I had to give a score, I would say 4-0, 4-1 for Irakli. Next up, we have Michael Todd versus Gennady Kvinia. Both these athletes are coming off a bicep injury. Michael Todd has had a couple matches to test his bicep. Gennady, this is his first match back. I predict in this form right now, Michael is the best he's ever been, and I think he's going to win this. Not dominantly, it'll be a very good match, but I think he will win it 3-0 in an incredible fought battle. But I think Gennady will not have enough power to get through that bicep and pronator that Michael's going to be able to throw at him. I think Michael Todd, 3-0 victory. Next up, we have Ivan Matyashenko versus Alexander Muratov. I predict Ivan Matyashenko will win this match 4-1 because I think round one, Alexander will be able to dominate, rip right through. Round two, I believe there will be a stop. And once that stop happens, I believe the bleed will be on, and Ivan Matyashenko will gradually increase the position until he has enough, and after that, it will be over. 4-1 Ivan Matyashenko. Next up, we have the main card, Devin Larratt versus Oleg Petrenko for the 105 world title. I think looking like he's going to make weight. Everything is going according to plan, and Oleg is going to have a very hard day ahead of him. If he is going to win this match, he has to do it fast. He has to keep that hand. He's got to hold on and rip as hard as he can to the side and just pray and just hope that somehow there's enough strength. but there will not be. It will be a 4-0 victory for Devin Larratt. That is the card, guys. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Buy the pay-per-view. The link is in the description, and thank you again for watching.